Hi, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
So, audience, we have Ratnakar Pandey today with us. He is a retired officer of Ministry of Railways. He retired from the post of Principal Chief Material Manager. In November 2020, he retired, and how he was duped or defrauded by an employee from PNB Bank for an amount of 5 lakh rupees under the garb of a fixed deposit or a one-time investment plan. How he has been sold an insurance policy, which is a market-linked policy, and wherein he is required to pay for 5 long years. An amount of 5 lakh rupees is required to be paid for 5 long years. And how he was duped, how he was defrauded, let us know from Ratnakar Pandey sir himself. So, Ratnakar sir, if you can please give a brief introduction about yourself, what you do currently, what you were into past, a brief introduction about your educational background, and then we can proceed, sir.
My name is Ratnakar Pandey. I was born in 1960, and after completing 60 years of service in the month of November 2020, I retired from Southeastern Railway. During my service in Indian Railways, there was a very heavy assignment and targets everywhere, all over India. So after retirement, I had to construct a house, and a house had to be there to live, which I started before my retirement. And as I said, the assignment was always very, very heavy and very tough targets during service period. So the house could not be completed before retirement. And after I received the corpus of money from government on retirement,
the retirement fund,
the retirement fund and settlement dues, then I continued the construction of house after November 2020. So I started taking my pension from Punjab National Bank, where I had a joint account, a very old account, and then I started getting pension from there. So as I said, I was busy with construction of house, so I could not invest the money for a very long time after retirement. So one such scheme was senior citizen account, which was to be done in a public sector bank. So in the same bank of Punjab National Bank, where I was getting pension, I went there and opened a senior citizen account. That time I met a relationship manager.
Okay, sir, I have one request, sir. If you can please face the camera, it would be good for us, sir.
I see.
Yes, sir. So I'm so sorry.
So when I visited the Punjab National Bank branch for investment of part portion of the settlement dues, then I met one relationship manager of the branch who was sitting in the front desk, and after opening the senior citizen account, he said that he has apart from the senior citizen account, he has a very good scheme which is giving 8.5% return every month, 8% return every month.
Every month?
Sorry, every year. No, sorry, every year.
Okay.
And there is no tax on that investment at the time of maturity. Okay. And no bank is giving more than 6.5% on any of the FD.
Yes. So he misguided you.
He misguided me, and he did not give any paper for that. So he said it is totally tax-free. And
you trusted him?
I trusted him. There is a built-in insurance cover of 25 to 40 lakhs after 4 or 5 years. And I need to pay 5 lakhs premium only once. And thereafter, it is not mandatory. He told it verbally.
Okay.
And then apart from that, he also said that there is no agent involved in the insurance policy sale, which is there in all the insurance company. It is an official sale of insurance policy from Punjab National Bank.
Okay.
And there is no commission anywhere. And I can get maturity after 5 years. So a small medical examination will be conducted for formality, and after that the policy can be issued.
Okay.
So he filled up the blank form of the insurance policy in his own handwriting, taking the details of my Aadhaar card, PAN card, etc. And then he organized for a small medical examination at my house, and he came at my house to get the signature on the form.
Okay.
One fine morning. Okay.
Can you name this fellow, sir?
His name is Hasan Harul.
Hasan Harul, okay.
Hasan Harul, relationship manager
Manager.
from Punjab National Bank.
Is he still working with Punjab National Bank or has he left the bank?
He is working in the same branch. He continues on the same seat. But the chief manager who was earlier working at that point of time in say March 2021, he is transferred to Gorakhpur, and a new chief manager is there.
Okay.
Now.
Okay, sir.
So,
I wanted to ask. So this is he came to your house. He took your signatures. Fine enough.
Yeah.
Did he verify your income? Like I have checked your documents. What is your pension income, sir, currently?
My correct pension income is 65,280 per month.
Okay. And I have seen the proposal form for this policy, which has been filled by, which must have been filled by this agent. Yeah, which must have been filled by this employee, I would say the PNB Bank employee, or so he has shown your annual income to be 14 lakh rupees, 14. Is it correct by any chance?
It is totally incorrect, because my total pension per annum, even after payment of the DA, will not exceed rupees 10 lakhs.
Okay.
As at the time of the policy, because DA was from the government. I
got your point, sir. And what I have also checked is before issuing the policy, which involves a premium of rupees 5 lakh rupees, the concerned employee is required to collect the pension documents or the income documents from the prospective customer. Were you asked for, at any point of time, were you asked to submit your pension documents or income documents by this employee? Did he collect any such documents from you?
Pension document was not collected because my pension was coming in the same bank.
Oh, great.
And point was that he was anyhow trying to grab a customer for that sale of the policy, to which I fell prey. And actually, then in course of the discussion, he said that he has a target to complete the yearly target to complete the number of policies sold by them. So he said, please purchase more policy. Then when he came at my house, that time also he requested my wife to purchase some policy for her, which was not agreed. And she said, we will continue with only one. And 5 lakh rupees into 5, say, year if I pay, will go out of my kitty.
Yes,
and whereas you know how much is my say pension income.
No, I understand, sir. Achha, sir, in this case, one thing that is also noticeable and which I want to highlight is, were you made to attend any pre-issuance verification call or any confirmation call did you receive during the sales of this during the sale of this insurance policy? Did you receive any call from the call center or the headquarter of the company?
Not at all. Not at all. I did not receive any pre-verification call from PNB or any other official or agent.
So, audience. So let me inform our audience, sir. So it is like no PIV was done, no income document was collected. However, because the pension income was being credited in the PNB Bank itself, the concerned employee was more or less aware that sir is receiving an amount of some 7,80,000 rupees annually, as per 65,000 if we say. But even then he went ahead and he mentioned 14 lakh as the annual income of in the proposal form, which is again is a wrong thing. He must have signed agent confidential reports, and he must have signed the agent confidential report. In the agent confidential report, he must have mentioned that he has verified sir's income to be 14 lakh rupees per annum, which is a wrong thing to mention, because clearly he is a pensioner, and the pension income he is receiving is 65,000 rupees per month and an annual income of 7,80,000 rupees. Even if we include DNS allowance, sir says that the annual income does not exceed 10 lakh rupees at any point of time. So mentioning 14 lakh rupees in the agent confidential report and on the proposal form in itself, it was wrong. ये बिल्कुल एक गलत प्रैक्टिस था. PIVC नहीं किया गया, ये भी एक गलत प्रैक्टिस है. अच्छा, इनकम डॉक्यूमेंट्स कलेक्ट नहीं किए गए, वेरीफाई नहीं किए गए, अगेन अ रॉन्ग प्रैक्टिस. अच्छा सर, आपने लॉकडाउन के बारे में बताया, बिकॉज उस टाइम पे लॉकडाउन चल रहा था. सो आपको जब ये पता लगा तो आपको अपना जो कंप्लेन सबमिट करना था उसमें भी आपको दिक्कत आया, तो वो क्या हुआ था सर? अगर वो थोड़ा सा ब्रीफली बता सकें.
Actually, you see, the policy document was I think, arrived in the last week of say April or so. And at that point of time, weekly lockdown was already going on, and a second wave of COVID-19 was spread in UP and all other parts of India. So gradually lockdown was gripping, and a number of cases and the hospitalization was increasing everywhere. There was no bed in any hospital in Allahabad, and the situation was very, very worse. And many of my friends and relatives in my family members, they had got sick, and I had to look after them. As a result of which, and the restriction in movement, etc., it was not possible to see the policy document at that point of time because of tension. So after the lockdown opened, then only I could get hold of the policy document, and I saw that it is for say 39 long year of duration for which the policy has been issued. And moreover, the email ID is not at all mentioned in the policy document. Only mobile number is mentioned. There is no mention of 8% return. And then, to utter surprise, it was seen that a name of an agent is appearing in the first page, Mansi Kumar from Delhi also.
Have you ever met this person, Mansi Kumar?
Never ever I have met that person. Never ever any talk held with them. No correspondence, nothing.
And you say he is from Delhi?
Yes, because the policy document came from Delhi. Then I was informed by the relationship manager that the name of the agent has been mentioned because of some formality in their head office in Noida, and it has nothing to do with it. But we know that there are commission in the first premium of any insurance sale.
So I'll inform the audience about this thing. So what happens actually, sir, the bank employees do not receive any commission when they make a sale. They have targets, they have nominal targets, so which they, when they complete those targets, after that, if they receive any policy, what they do is, and this has been a practice which is known to the senior management of the company also. So what the bank people do is they sell the policies that they receive during a month, and which is over and above their targets. Once they have achieved their targets, they sell the extra policies that they receive during that month in the open market to some agents, whoever gives them a higher commission. So what I can understand from your point is, Mansi Kumar must have given some commission, must have earned some commission out of this policy, and he must have shared a part of that commission with this bank employee. So therefore, this bank employee sold your case to Mansi Kumar, and the case was logged in Mansi Kumar's code. Although you have never met Mansi Kumar has never met you. So this is a complete kind of it involves different versatilities of scams. The bank employee is informing you wrong things, and the bank employee, instead of logging the policy in the code of bank, is actually logging the policy, is selling your policy to a commission agent and is earning commission for himself. So this is what has happened, and which is completely unethical, which is completely immoral, and should not be acceptable to the senior management of the company. So what we will do is we will highlight your case to the senior management of the company and to the regulatory authorities, and we will request them to find out the CCTV, to check with the CCTV footage of available in the bank branches, that you were in touch with a relationship manager named Harun. What did you name?
Harun.
Hasan Harul. So you were in touch with this person, and this person has logged in the policy which he earned for the bank, and which was supposed to be logged in the code of bank, and wherein no commission was supposed to be paid out by the company. Hasan Harul's act, because of wrongful acts of Hasan Harul, and because of the wrongful deeds of him earning a commission out of your policy, the policy was logged in the advisor code, whom you have never met and who does not even know you. So this is completely an immoral and unethical act, and we will highlight this to the company senior management, and I'm sure something good would turn out and you would be given justice. Also, because the process of PIVC has not been completed, it is wrong on the part of the company also. From the point of underwriting, financial underwriting point of view also, this policy has been wrongly sold, because the financial if the financial underwriting was correctly done, and if your annual income was correctly declared to be 7,80,000 rupees, this policy would not have been issued to you. So all these factors clearly indicate that there was malified intention involved from the bank's employee, and because of which this policy has been sold to you, mis-sold to you, not sold. It is completely a mis-sell, and we will definitely highlight. And I'm sure we will receive justice sooner than later.
Okay, thank you.
And do you want to say something to the senior management of the company, sir?
Such type of cheating should not take place, and a right policy should be sold to a right person, and
Yes.
there should not be a case. In fact, the other day when I was traveling in a taxi in my city in a Ola cab, the driver told me that he was issued a policy for 15 years duration. He was told by the agent, but when the document came, it was for 25 years. So this type of mis-selling is happening.
Yes, and it is happening
And
on a
he
large
is
scale, sir.
suffering. The driver said he is suffering because of that. He has to pay
And
premium.
I am, sir,
No way
thankful
out.
to I am thankful to you, sir. So with your background, with people of such high knowledge, with people of such high respectable positions, if they are coming forward and reporting such issues, it is highly commendable on your part, sir. I completely respect your feelings, and I completely respect your courage to have come forward and report such nuisance which is happening with the general public in banks, which should not happen. And we will definitely report your case to the higher authorities, to the chairman of IRDA, and to the governor of RBI as well, because such cases should not be acceptable at any level with anyone, and not at all with people of your repute and your respect.